to the fourth tape in the My Little Pony Magic Series 1. We hope you enjoy this tape, but please remember our warning. Do not listen to it within 3 hours of bedtime, for it is so scary that it might give you a nightmare. This is the first tape in the series not to be about a white pony called Truly, but about a blue pony.
Something is starting right now. Something is starting. Oh wow! My little pony, my little pony, my little pony girl. My little pony, my little pony, my little pony girl.
Although it's a long journey to Desiree, we're going to make it come what may.
My little pony, my little pony, my little pony girl. My little pony, my little pony girl.
Truly, Lancer, Lofty D, Zarella and Soapy. Lots more characters for you, so come and join the ponies.
My little pony, my little pony, my little pony girl. My little pony, my little pony, my little pony girl. My little pony girl.
Lanceriffic. Bubbles' dream was annoying him. He'd been having it for several minutes, and in his sleep he was tumbling and tumbling round and round his bedroom. He twitched his ears and shook his nose and tried to get rid of the awful pictures that were coming into his head. But then someone he recognised came into the picture. Soapy, his twin brother.
You've got to help me, Bubbles.
Soapy said.
Ponyland's in trouble.
Another picture of an awful black pony with red eyes.
No one will believe us. There's only 4 of us. You've got to come. You've got to help us. There are only moments left. He's supposed to be coming today. And the ponies won't listen. Help me, Bubbles.
Then Bubbles woke up. But he looked at the clock, so it was only 8 o'clock, and that there was no chance of Desiree getting up yet. She kept getting up late lately. So he went back to sleep, and immediately the dream started again.
Help me, Bubbles.
How can I help you? The guinea pig thought. As if Soapy could hear, he replied,
Lean on your door. Desiree left it open. I know she did. And make sure, whatever you do, you free Diesel Bell and Clover. We need their help too, and the sick insects.
Okay, Bubbles thought, and then he woke up. Was this all really true? He leant on his door just a little to check that it was open, and he squeaked excitedly. when he found that it was.
Has the world been treating you? Have your dreams been coming true? Tell me what's doing, anything grooving, is something special in store. Can't wait to see you once more.
The answer to the original question, how has the world been treating you, is very well, thank you. As long as you are not two particular ponies. Because these two particular ponies knew what was to happen today. Bubbles told Diesel the exciting news. He squeaked to her again. Which meant,
if I lean on my door, I can get out. Do you want me to let you out?
and Diesel answered, yes. So, he made sure that Daddy had gone upstairs so that he wouldn't see what was happening. Leapt down, making sure to press down on Diesel's lock with his paw. It was easier than he thought. And Diesel's door swung open, and the guinea pig walked out. The two guinea pigs looked at each other for a minute, and then Bubbles said,
Right, let's jump down to Clover's hutch, one of us on each of the locks. Then hopefully we can turn those loose locks. I'll do the top one, you do the bottom one.
So that's what they did, and as they leapt on them, the locks turned and they dropped to the floor. Clover quickly leapt out of his hutch and heard what they were going to do.
We'd better go and get the sticky insects. Because remember, Desiree will be up soon. It's a Saturday the 30th of November.
The other two looked at her in horror. They'd completely forgotten about it being a Saturday. They raced into the lounge and managed to climb up on top of the two boxes where the stick insects were kept. All three of them began to nudge with their noses, and it toppled over the top of the boxes.
And that might bring them down,
said Diesel. No, it won't, said Clover.
It might,
said Bubbles. And so, they quickly made a cart out of an old cardboard box before going and smashing all the other insects' tanks and putting the insects in this little cart.
Who's going to pull the cart?
Diesel said.
Are you, Bubbles? I don't think so. What about you, Clover?
Okay, said Clover. I'll pull it. But what else do we have to take?
Nothing as far as I can think.
Diesel came up with.
No, we can get that when we're walking around,
said Bubbles.
Alright then.
So the guinea pigs ran into the kitchen.
I don't think there's anything we need. We'll find places to sleep and all that. Right,
said Diesel.
so let's get going.
Clover jumped on top of the cart, Diesel jumped on top of that, and Bubbles jumped on top of that. But they weren't high enough to reach the key. So the two guinea pigs jumped down. And then the rabbit jumped off. Together they pushed the cart up the other way so it was taller, and Clover leapt on top, stood up on his back legs. Diesel leapt onto his head and stood up on her back legs, and Bubbles stood up on his back legs, on her nose. And he just reached the key and turned it in the lock when he heard footsteps. The guinea pigs raced down the garden and went round the wall. By this time, Jackie must have found that they were gone. She'd be looking any minute. They ran right behind the wall where the ivy grew. And looked through a tiny crack up the garden to the door, and saw that nobody was coming.
It must have been our imagination,
said Bubbles.
Oh, why are we here?
Said Diesel.
Well,
Asked.
I know we're really going because of my dream, but there's nothing that says that we can't have a bit of fun. What is your mission? What is your ambition? Tell me, most pretty jiggy scene. I want to find the supermarket. In the vegetable aisle I'll sit, looking above watering greens. What is your mission? What is your ambition? Tell me please, my rabbit friend. I want to have a race with a champion and be first at the end. What is your ambition? What is your mission? Tell me, stickies, please do. The place where grandma's grown, and I need to be so bigger than you, from the tip of your nose to the tip of your tongue. But now I'm gonna ask you, what is your mission? What is your ambition? Tell us, Bubbles, you got us here. I want to get Desiree a pony from a soot bale, and if that does fail, then I won't be coming back for a year. But now I want to know, what is the most important thing, please? We're gonna help someone who's in trouble. Well, it's quite obvious, Bubbles. We're gonna help the MLPs.
The two ponies stared at the ponies playing bouncer catch. How could they be enjoying themselves? But they knew the reason. They didn't want to believe in the message. The message saying that the black pony of darkness was to come back on the 30th of November. To be precise, the poem had gone, I'll be coming back
30th November, or perhaps I will leave it till 1st of December.
But the two ponies didn't want to risk that. He might be coming tomorrow, or he might be coming today. Isn't it better to save yourself rather than to leave it too late? They tried to tell the other ponies, but as it was the last day of autumn, they just kept on playing a game of bounce the catch, where one pony bounces a ball to another pony.
We've got to leave soon,
said Soapy, trying to get his owner's attention.
I don't have much time until I have to go to Rainbow Land. I want to see the black pony.
But his owner wasn't listening, because both of the ponies who had heard the terrible message the month before were singing
They just think we're boring, all they want to do is play. Ponies keep ignoring us no matter what we say. All this fuss of playing bounce a catch, 'cause autumn ends today. They don't care about anything that we may say. Everyone is playing, running here and there. If they heard what we were saying, then I doubt that they would care. All this fuss of playing bounce a catch, it really makes me sick. They won't notice when the BP plays a trick. They all act as if we don't exist. If he got us, there'd be no fuss, we would not be missed. Have you got any ideas yet? They just don't believe us, they think we're having fun. They only care about one object, and the Red Bull is the one. But perhaps they would change their minds if we really ran away. Bet that would stop them playing any day. Oh yes, Auntie, your ideas simply are the best. My owner always has good ideas, truly,
said Soapy, pulling on the pony's tail.
So let's get going. Let's go back to Paradise Estate and pack our bags.
The ponies galloped off towards Paradise Estate. They're gone! All three of them! They're gone!
And the insects' tanks have been smashed. Every single one of them. Smashed!
Desiree and Mummy looked around in horror. All of the animals had gone. The hutch doors were open, the insects' tanks were smashed, just as if something had been pushing them over. What on earth's been going on here? Desiree said. But really, she already knew. This was all down to Bubbles and his magic necklace, which, as with the animals, had disappeared. And so had Diesel's and Clover's necklaces. And she knew that if she ever did see the animals again, it wouldn't be for a very long time. Trevor and Lancer ran back towards the ponies.
We're going,
said Soapy.
Going where?
Asked Posy.
You can't go. Aren't you going to play bounce the catch? For the last time, my owners told you, the black pony of darkness is coming back. We heard the message. He'd be back on 29th of November. Oh dear, no, the 30th of November. See, you can't even get that right,
said Buttons.
it just proves what a stupid animal you are.
Soapy burst into tears and leapt into the pocket of the bag. Now I want all three of you to go away. Oh, all four of you. I can see there's another stupid guinea pig behind you, truly. All four of you, go away. You're ruining our game of bounce the catch.
Okay, we're going. But I was warning you.
We don't want to hear any more of this, said Starlight. Just go away. We know that you're just trying to ruin our time, as you always do.
Can you tell us where Majesty is?
Asked Daisarella, the little strawberry roan guinea pig, coming out from behind Truly's leg. Why would you want to know where Majesty is? Said Buttons. Majesty's never going to see such troublemakers as you four.
She will,
said Soapy, suddenly looking cross. You want to bet? Said Melody. Huh. She'd only see important ponies like us. Important. The two ponies stared at Melody. What's so important about you then? Said a new voice from behind the two ponies. Oh, Majesty, said Starlight. These four want to cause trouble. They're saying that the Black Pony of Darkness is coming back, and he is. And that's why I want all of you to stop playing bouncer catch and come with us. Finished the blue pony, standing next to Truly. I don't think it's got anything to do with which side I'm on, said Majesty. But I think that if you believe in what these two ponies are saying, then you won't be killed by the Black Pony of Darkness. Buttons, Starlight and Melody looked at each other. All right then, said Buttons. What do we have to do if we listen to them? Go and pack your bags. We will be leaving Ponyland tomorrow. I now know that the Black Pony won't be coming till tomorrow evening. So we must be out of Dream Valley by then. And definitely away from Paradise Land. Dieselbell awoke to find a paw on her back, shaking her.
There's something behind the wall.
The two guinea pigs, the rabbit and the insects, had found a nice place to sleep behind a fence. They had travelled a few doors away from 43, and today they'd decided to go even further.
There is something behind that wall,
Bubbles said again.
Like what?
Asked Hazel.
Shush. Be quiet and perhaps we'll hear it again. I told you, there's something scratching on the wall. Well, what could it be? A fox? A cat?
Then they heard the noise. The noise of footsteps coming to the edge of the wall. Getting louder and louder. Then as if something was running.
It'll be here in a minute,
said Bubbles. Then they saw the face looking around the fence. The guinea pigs screamed, waking Clover and the insects.
Run, Clover!
Shouted Bubbles. Diesel leapt onto the back of the cart and Bubbles began to run after it. The cat chased them.
Do you think we'll get away?
Asked Diesel.
No chance,
said Bubbles. Right then, said Majesty. I want all of you to go and pack your bags. We will be leaving at 3 o'clock. The black pony is coming. He is coming at 8 o'clock this evening. As if we really believe it, said Buttons. Let's go back and play bouncer catch. You must believe me. The black pony will be here this evening. We don't believe you and we never will, said Starlight, starting to walk back to where the ponies had been playing bouncer catch yesterday, when they had been stopped by Truly and Lancer.
Run!
Shouted Bubbles, chasing after Clover and his cart.
Will we get away?
Diesel shouted. The cat was closing in on them.
We've got to find somewhere to hide,
said Clover. All three of the animals started to look around, not counting the snails who began to look out of the small window that the animals had chewed in the cart.
There!
Said Bubbles. Where? Asked Clover.
Over there! Look! There's a shed! We can go in that shed!
The two guinea pigs and the rabbit raced towards the shed, seeing a small hole just big enough for Clover to squeeze through, but not big enough for a cat to get through.
And I tell you another thing,
said Bubbles.
I'll tell you what I can smell.
asked Diesel.
Lettuce! And lots of grass!
Desiree stared out the window. This is what she'd been doing most of the time since the animals had run away. Mummy couldn't understand it. She still couldn't work out how all the insects' tanks had been smashed and how the guinea pigs had managed to run away. All three of them. And where were they? Surely, if Bubbles had pushed his door open, because Desiree had left it unlocked, he would have leapt down and he would have broken his leg. The obvious explanation was that someone had stolen them. But how had they got in and out without smashing any windows? But Desiree knew the truth. The necklace was gone. All of the necklaces were gone. Bubbles had obviously run away for a reason, and he'd taken his necklace with him. He'd also taken the other two's necklaces. Obviously they needed to talk to someone. Desiree had found a box in her garden on her birthday. That had been 7 months ago. Every time she climbed in the box, she was transported to Ponyland when Bubbles turned a key. But the only way she could communicate with Bubbles was by putting the necklace round his neck. Otherwise, he just squeaked, which of course she couldn't understand. The necklace also translated her words into squeaks so that he could understand her. But why had he done it? What had made him run away? Did he know something she didn't about the black pony of darkness? Or perhaps he knew something about this house that she was sitting in. Something that had scared him away. Majesty couldn't get the ponies to believe her. She tried and tried, but the ponies did not leave Ponyland that day. Luckily, the black pony of darkness didn't attack. It must have just been a threat. Or perhaps he was going to do it today, the 2nd of December. You must understand. The black pony of darkness is coming, she said.
It's the first days of winter,
said Posy.
Why should we come away from our game?
Well, I'm leaving, said Scrumptious. I'm starting to believe, truly. You lot are just silly ponies. And so's she, said Melody. Not as silly as you, said Majesty. I've given you a warning. If you don't want to come, if you want to be captured by the black pony of darkness, then that's your problem. And Majesty walked off towards Dream Castle to get Spike to pack her bags.
Lettuce! Grass!
The guinea pigs had been hungry all that day, and when they had found the shed full of lettuce and grass, they had been really pleased. There were lettuces in cardboard boxes. The guinea pigs had clambered into one of the boxes and had been eating the grass since the previous night. They'd had a little sleep during the night, but really they'd been too scared that the cat would find a way in. There was also a lot of grass growing on seed trays, all different types. The guinea pigs had had a lot of that, but now it was morning again. They would have to leave and find a way to get nearer to where the ponies would be when they came away from Ponyland.
Behind.
Dezarella sang as they approached the ponies.
We are leaving Ponyland to go to us. We will find where to stay on.
Where are you going to find to stay? Said Buttons. Why don't you come and play bouncer catch and stop going on about leaving Ponyland? We are leaving, Majesty said. You ponies can stay and play bouncer catch, but I'm warning you, the black pony will get you.
No sign out there. No sign out the window.
No sign out this window either.
So it must be safe.
Clover was quickly harnessed up to the insect carriage, as they like to call it, and the three animals leapt through the hole. Sure enough, there was no sign of the cat.
It must have given up on us,
said Bubbles excitedly.
Where are we exactly, Bubbles? I wouldn't. Actually, I don't exactly know. You mean we're lost? Only for a moment. I'm sure I can find out where we are. Which way did we go when we came out of Desiree's house?
I think when we came out of Desiree's house, we went to the right.
It was the left, I'm sure.
It was the right.
Left.
Right.
Left. I'm sure I'm right.
See? You're agreeing.
I'm right. I mean that I'm sure. Just stop arguing, you two. Doesn't really matter because I'm sure I can find out where we are. Now, which way do we go?
Then a little part of Bubbles' dream came back into his head.
If ever you want to contact me, just think. Say to yourself, Soapy.
Bubbles closed his eyes.
Soapy,
He said out loud.
Soapy. Yes, Bubbles?
Said a voice in his head.
Oh, there you are, Soapy. Do you know which way we went when we came out of Desiree's house? How would I know? I wasn't with you. Where are you exactly, Soapy? We're still trying to persuade the ponies to leave Ponyland. And I want to get my owner to safety. Bubbles, what are you doing?
Bubbles opened his eyes and immediately lost contact with Soapy.
Diesel, why did you have to do that? What? I was only speaking to you. Well, I just lost contact with my brother. And he might have given us a clue.
Your brother? Asked Clover.
I didn't even know you had a brother. He's my twin brother. He lives up in Ponyland. That's why we're here. I had a dream, I told you.
I thought that was just a dream. I didn't realise.
Well, now you do. And I tell you what, I've just remembered something. Something that I remember from when I was first born.
Here we are then. Majesty looked at the ponies. They seemed ready. So, can we leave now? She asked.
I think so. Is there anything that we didn't pack?
Asked Posy. The ponies all picked up their bags at once and looked inside them. After a series of I don't think so's and I can't think of anything else, Majesty said, right, now, if we leave Ponyland, which way should we go? We're just trying to get out of Ponyland, said Melody. But where exactly are we going to go? Said Majesty, I haven't really thought about it. Has anybody got any suggestions? There was a long silence. Then I think the only one who can help us is the black pony of Darkness's sister, the pink pony of Dreams. Desiree looked around the house. Bubbles was nowhere to be seen, and neither were Diesel, Clover, or the insects. They had obviously run away for a reason and wouldn't be coming back. Obviously. If you run away for a reason, then you're not coming back, unless that's part of your plan. But, even if it was part of the guinea pig's plan, there were so many dangers outside that they would never return. Desiree was quite sure of that. If you have enjoyed Side A, of tape 4 in the My Little Pony Magic series, Lanceriffic, then we suggest that you turn over to side B, which is even more exciting. We hope you have enjoyed side A, and that you will enjoy side B more. But if it has now reached within 3 hours of bedtime, stop listening, because we don't want to give you a nightmare, do we? Plan. If you have enjoyed side A of Lanceriffic, then we suggest that you turn over to side B and enjoy the next half of our tape even more.